Hello everyone, this is V. Manikyala Rao, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of CSE and ML in BVRIT Narsapur. So today we want to discuss about how to clean the data cleaning. So actual data cleaning means we are having three different values are to be there. First one is missing values, and second one is noisy values, and the third one is inconsistent values are to be there. So in the missing values means, so for example, I want to implement with the example, you will understand what are the missing values we need to be implement for this one. So missing values means these all are the question mark values. These all are called as missing values. So by implementing this data cleaning method in the data pre-processing, we want to remove these values, or we want to replace this missing value with some other values with different procedures. So this is our data set. So in this first step in the data cleaning means it is used to ignore all the tuples, those who are missing in the data. That means, so in the previous data set, so whatever the third row and the fifth row and the eighth row, these all are having missing values. So that's why we want to remove the third row, fifth row and eighth row from this. So we are removing third row, fifth row and eighth row from this one data cleaning. So next, second one is whatever the missing columns or values are to be there. The first step, next step is we need to replace that income values with -1. We want to calculate that values. For that purpose, replace the existing question marks with -1 to improve that income values with some other values. So the next step is based on the mean and median. So the mean means these all are the different income values with all the complete data in the given set. So we are having these all the values divided by 5. So total 56,000 is to be there. So now next, in place of -1, we need to replace with 56,000. And again also we are not improving this one. Why? Because so these all the values, same values are to be displayed. So we don't want to place the same values in all the three columns. We have to change these three columns into other values. That's why we are going into the next step. So what is that next step means? We need to calculate the mean, median values. Based on that, we have to fill the values in this. So for that, what we have to do means based on the mean, median of credit risk. So actually in the previous, we have to take only income along with the customer ID. Now based on the credit risk value, we need to fill the income values. So this is the previous column. So credit risk values are to be there for this one is 50, 55 and 70,000 for this one. So 50, why we are taking 50, 55 and 70 means 50 is the minimum value, 55 is the median value and 70 is the highest value in this. So that's why we are calculating. So we get the value as 58,333. Now next we have to calculate. So medium. So if you are taking the credit risk medium, that value is 45,000 in the table. So that's why minimum value we have to be taken as 45,000. So next one, and the higher we are having, the value is 60,000 in the table itself. We are not calculating this one. So we need to show this 60,000, that is our higher value. Then the mean value here is 60,000. Now filling missing values is this one. So for these things 3, 5, 8, the credit risk medium, whenever they are displayed, 45,000 is the medium and next higher value 60,000 is to be placed. So now the values will be replaced with the credit risk constant. So that values will be replaced with 45, 60 and 45,000. Then the next method is decision tree implementation. Decision tree implementation means we have to calculate that one is equal to income equal to 1000 into that attribute value, whatever the value is to be missing, that attribute value with offset by credit risk for illustration. So we need to calculate that one. So for that we are calculating, so 30,000 into that, as age means 35 plus medium value is 0. That offset by credit risk value is 0. So that is 0, 35,000. Why? Because that value is credit risk value is 0. Then this value, high value is 5,000. These all are assumptions. These values 0 and 5,000. These all are assumpted values. If that is a medium means that we are predicated. We have to predicate that values with medium. Let us assume that medium value is 0. High value is 5,000. We are assuming to calculate the age values for them. So that based on the credit risk and the age, we are getting the values are 35, 55 and 33,000. So then the next step, what we have to do means we need to replace the values. So for that we are replacing the values. So this is our existing table value. Manually we are replacing this value with 45, 52, 58 and 70, 47,000 manually. Next, constant -1 means next step we have to replace all the values with -1. We are already done. And in this 56,000. So we are already calculated this 56,000 by calculating the means for this one, 56, 56 and 56 values. These all are the mean values calculation. These all replacing with mean -1, and these all are assumption values. Assumption values. Then that values will be replaced with -1. And then that values is to be replaced with mean values of the given wage income values, and then this one is to be replaced with based on the credit risk future we are calculating this income, and based on this prediction. So prediction means we have to implement for this decision trees. So by using the manual things and along with this -1 things, that means constant -1 things, and then mean values of the given attribute values, and then credit risk, and then decision trees. By comparing with all those values, whatever the values is having lesser values are there, we need to predict that values with that one. So finally what we have to place here means we need to place the values of these row, and whatever this row is to be there, these values will be placed here. So the actual values we are predicted as this one with 35,000, here 55,000, and here 33,000. So our final set is this one. So based on this prediction values we need to replace by using these all the procedures. So that is about the missing values is to be replaced from the structure. This is the first method in the data cleaning. And coming to the next one, noisy data. So noisy data means it is used to identify the given data. For example, see this one, 50, 55, 60. So 50 related to 55 near and 60 related to this one. So 130 means 60 into 120, again 10 is to be there. So there is a differentiation with the 2 value in this, multiplication of 2 value in this. So this higher value type of things is called as noisy values. So and in this what we have to do means we need to reduce, and directly we have to write without calculation also. So how we have to write means 130 near values, so before value and after value. So this 130 55 plus 60 by 2. So that is equal to 120, 60 plus 50, 110. So 115 by 2. So some 57.5 is like that. Directly we have to write, but after calculation we need to write that value. So that's it. The first method here is binning. So binning is used to divide the values into individual parts. So bin by median, median and mean along with the boundaries. So how to calculate this one? So first we need to implement the mean. So mean means the sum of the given numbers divided by 2. So this values 50, that mean value along with these values. So these are the unit sold values along with we are dividing this one. So we are dividing this 50, 55 into bin 1, and we are dividing these 2 into bin 2, bin 1 and bin 2 by calculating bin means. Bin means the similar near values will be placed in the bin. So the 50, 55 placed in the bin 1 and 130, 60 will be placed in the bin 2. So based on that we are calculating. So these 2 are belongs to bin 1 and these 2 are belongs to bin 2. So based on that whatever we are getting here, the same number will be appeared in this row, and here also same number will be appeared. So in the smoothing that values will be 52.5 and 95. So then what we have to do means here also we are having problem. Why? Because the values is in the repeated order and we don't want to write the values like that. So we need to improve that one by using the smoothing by bin boundaries. So bin boundaries we are implementing means here in these all the values the minimum value is 50 and the maximum value is 60. Why? Because this 130 is a noisy value. We don't want to consider that one. So for all the things, the 60 is the maximum value, 50 is the minimum value. So that's why we are taking the minimum value and maximum value for this one. Next, then 55, the median value. After the in between 50 to 60, the next value 55 is to be there, and the next 130 is to be there. And in general, what we have to do means these 2 values, 1 and 4 values is to be there, and 2 and 3 values we have to be represented maximum. And finally, after here also they are getting the value as 130 noisy value. This is not removed. So then we are going into the next method, and that method is outlier detection. So outlier detection means it is used to replace the existing value with other value. For that, what we are doing means, if the value is far from others, so it is far from others means say 2 into the average value, whatever the average value is there, we have to multiply with 2. So that's why we are calculating the mean for all the values. So 73.75. So if we are calculating the 73.75 into 2, that value will be 140 point something. So that's why we don't want to consider that one. So that value is, for example, this one is to be multiplied 73.75 into 2 means some 146 point something is to be there. So that's why we don't want to consider. Why? Because our value is 130. So that is less than that number, 130 number. So that's why we don't want to consider that one. That is the outlier value. Then what we have to do means, that near values, whatever the near values are to be there for the 130. So 55 and 60. So 55 plus 60 by 2, 57.5. So that 130 is to be replaced with 57.5. So that is about the noisy values removal from the structure. So the actual value for this one is 57.5. This is about noisy data. Then the next one is data cleaning process. So data cleaning process means, after finishing all those things, in case any unnecessary things or any missing values are to be there, that one will be replaced with the same unique type of values in this. So see this example, we are having the customer IDs, all are same, all are different customer IDs, and here the name is the empty name is to be there. It is a missing value, and this is also missing value. And now here we are having the different date of births are different formats, and the emails are different formats, and the genders with different formats, and address also with different formats. So now in the discrepancy detection, what we have to do means, in the discrepancy detection, we need to use the unique formats for this one. So for this, I will show you. For example, in place of date of birth, what we have to do means, either we have to use month, date, year, any one unique format for all those things. So for example, I given 12/1/2025. Same manner the next value will be there, same manner the next value will be there. So here we are seeing means, it is a date, it is a month, and the year they are given. The second format, year, month and date. Third format, month, year, date, month and year is to be given. So we need to change this all the date of birth into same manner, maybe month, date, year, or maybe date, month, year, like that. In the same unique format, these values will be replaced. So that means the values will be 1/2/1990, next 15/4/1995, then 1/2/1990. So like that, that values will be replaced. That is discrepancy detection. So here also the values, so here email.com is there, and here email.com is not available. So we need to change this one into email.com. Then here genders, first they are given F, they are given M, they are given female, and all are different. So that's why, in case for if they are given F means, here also F they need to use. Here they are giving M means, here also they need to give M only. Same formats they need to follow in the order of the given orders. Here also address they are given as NY here. Here they are given New York, and their null value they are to be given. So maybe we have to give replace with New York, or maybe you have to replace with NY. Any one unique manner we need to be replaced the values in this. That is about discrepancy detection. What we are detecting means, any different type of format values are to be there in the columns. That values we are to be converted into unique format. Whatever the constraint, that means whatever the same format we are to be taken, in that format only all the values will be filled. And we have to check whether all the values will be placed in the filled with this date, month, year, or maybe month, date, year, like that. The values will be ordered or placed in the given structure. That is about the discrepancy detection in this. We are identifying and detecting, and we have to change. So this F and female, so maybe this female also we need to change with F. So that is in the unique manner, maybe M or F. And here also the New York will be replaced with NY means all are in the same order. So here also the date of birth will be changed like this. So that in that way the values will be changed in this. So that is about discrepancy detection. And coming to the next one, using the metadata rules. So here we are using unique rule and consistent rule, null rule. And here unique rule means all the data in the unique manner. That means all the data in the different value with different values in the same warehouse. And the consecutive rules means the data sequential continuous numbers will be there in that. And the null rule means the given data is having any null type of values, this type of values also to be considered, that is the null rule for this one. Using the cleaning tools, what we have to do means in what way we have to remove in the cleaning part means the cleaning tools are Vector, Python, R programming, n number of tools are to be there. By using these all the tools, we need to remove the inconsistent data or missing values data or noisy values data from the given structure. So this is about the cleaning of the data in the given structure. So that is about the cleaning of the given data. Thank you.
Vishnu Audio Visual Center, like and share and subscribe and click bell icon.